Here's the thing on this show for this Monday, for Second Cup of Sunrise.
Tell
with
me,
James, I'm Brennan. We are walking wounded here.
Struggle bus.
Little sick here on this Monday. We are both here doing the pod. We did Sunrise this morning as well.
Yeah.
We're the type of people that I think you're the same way, that just they got to be like a broken leg or something to not come to work.
It's got to be.
Like it's
well, for me, it's no voice.
no voice.
Like
yeah.
bad voice, I'll push through. No voice, then it's like, okay, literally, I cannot work because I can't speak.
Yeah, and just
That's my cutoff. Broken leg, I could probably still would work.
probably figure a way. Yeah, roll around, do it. I've come through with a voice too, but this is just the sniffles and everything, and I'm the last one in the household, so trying to get by. And I finally said, we're gonna do the pod, and then I gotta go
Yeah.
home and watch kids. Yes, I
Right.
do that.
Yeah, I got one at home, so the other one's going through school. The other one's actually not too bad, but the snot, the amount of snot that goes through our house, it's just insane, man.
Stephanie said, you better clear your head up before I get home. Just take care of that.
Yeah.
You ever get the we get notices occasionally, haven't yet, but from different daycare or even the school when they're like, hey everyone, we're juggling staffing right now.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of flu or a little bit of sickness going around.
Something
And that's the
going on,
worst
yeah.
because you're like, I can't do anything else this week. It's
Yeah.
sometimes we'll be the one where you can get a credit and keep your kid home and figure out a way to do childcare, but other ones you're like, just go into the war zone of the sickness and
Right.
try to be okay.
There's nothing you can do. It's
No.
funny how it just comes in waves. You know, this feels like the second spike of right when school started. There was a big spike, and then it
Yeah.
calmed down. And this, like, I know we're not alone. It's
No.
just like
I put in
everybody's
here
got
in our rundown, literally everyone is sick. In this
Yeah.
building, so many people I know,
Right.
the knock on wood, hasn't been the flu, which is everywhere in Monroe
It's
County
just
right
a
now.
nasty cold.
Yeah, it's just going around. It's like,
You
okay,
know?
let's just get through this, and we'll say we'll do the pod. Well, since we are here about, I don't know, 5 feet away, 6 feet away, but
Yeah.
we're both kind of feeling it, so it doesn't matter. So we'll get into talking about anything and everything.
Yeah.
You want to start?
Yeah, sure. Let me start because I had an eventful evening last night.
Oh, Sunday night.
Sunday night, yes. So we watched the football games at my mother-in-law's house. Fine and dandy. You know, kids aren't feeling great, whatever. 7 o'clock happens, usually fourth quarter of the 4 o'clock game.
Mhm.
We start shutting things down, wrap it up, ready to go out. It's snowing pretty hard at this point. I got to drive home. So we get in the Prius, brand new Prius, by the way.
Right, from
Just
the summer.
bought
Yep.
Probably 6,000, 7,000 miles on it,
Mhm.
maybe. Turn the car on, starts warming up, throw the kids in the car, get in. And you know how when you turn the car on, just to warm it up, it's not actually started. You have to put the foot on the brake pedal
Yep.
and then press start. That's what I do. Nothing happens.
Oh no.
All the lights flash. I'm hearing the engine, like all these noise going down. It says brake power low. I'm like, what the brake power? Nothing happens. Turn it off, turn it on again. Turn it off, turn it on again. Probably 5, 6 times. Nothing happens. Kids are starting to cry. Snow is coming down like the dickens. It's probably like 7:15, so the night's winding down. I'm freaking out because I got to go to work, obviously, in the
Right.
morning. We're all sick. It's like disastrous. And I'm like, I am so frosted at this point. And that's the term we use. I was so frosted.
Yeah.
Brand new car. I'm like, this is not what I
No.
wanna deal with. Go on the internet. It says jump it. Give it a jump. Okay. I'm
Okay.
like, fine. I can do that. I've jumped many cars in my life. I've had a lot of cars, a lot of close to dead or dead batteries. We're in upstate New York.
Mhm.
Things freeze over. And mind you, this car started out last week when it was like 8 degrees.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah.
thinking this car has already started in much colder weather. So why is tonight the night? You know,
And you obviously drove it a
I
couple
drove it
hours
to the-
before.
Exactly. Very strange. So I ask, do you guys have a jumper cable? No, of course they
None.
don't. He just took it out of his truck like a few weeks ago. They don't know who the neighbors are, and they don't want to go ask. I don't have a jumper cable because I assumed I would never need one in the new
Right.
car. So we have to drive over to Walmart, pick one up from there, come back. Luckily, it jumped. Thank
It did.
goodness. And so I got to work. But now I have a check engine light on. And also, luckily, I guess, it's funny with new cars, there's always one thing that messes up.
Mhm.
There's always like one little thing, whether it's like some mechanical issue or something's wrong. And there's warranties up and down that car, for what it's worth. So I'm assuming when I get it fixed tomorrow or whatever, they'll fix it up. But boy, that was just, I got so fired up over that.
Are you worried right now?
So I got it started this morning. I was worried about
With
that
no
this morning.
cables.
I forced my car into the garage, pinched it in there. You know, it's always it's a 2-car garage that my wife gets.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I usually park outside, but I moved her van over, pinched it, and then I squeezed the Prius in, so it was nice and garage temperature this morning. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it dies. And I have jumper cables in the back, and I will call Pender, our chief engineer, and I'll say, "Can you bring your truck around so I can jump it again?"
It's just the worst because it's always in the back of your mind. You're trying to get on air to speak to thousands of people, talking about snow and cold and do your
Right.
job and everything, and that's just lingering behind you.
It's a 2024.
I know, brand new.
It's not supposed to happen. That's what frustrates me the most.
It's funny that happens with new cars. Stephanie, when she got her new SUV, probably had it like a year. Just the battery went bad,
Right.
and it was just a bad problem. They were like,
Yeah,
it was a fluke
yeah.
thing. Happened
did
with
you say
Subaru,
that was
whatever.
that model? Like
Yeah, it was like
sometimes-
they had some issues, and I was like, how? And
Right.
they actually put in the wrong battery, if you can do that, whenever they
Oh, the wrong size.
fix it, yeah, or whatever it
Oh,
was, and so
jeez.
they had to get another one, which was a problem. And man,
It was
Oh,
just
this
it was just a cascade of things, right? Because of course last night my daughter's coughing all night, and you hear her, so that's like keeping you up, and
Yeah.
then it was just a whole mess of things, and then you're constantly thinking about you have to wake up and you're like looking at your watch, you're like it's 1 a.m. I'm like waking
might as
up
well
in
get
the
up,
night.
might as well go.
At that point.
I always have great what's the word, trepidation with jumping a car. I will triple check positive, negative each time, like
Sure.
red and black, which one, and then like,
Right.
is it correctly on it? Am I going to get shocked? And I know so many
Yeah.
people, they just go up in there and it's just like, boom,
it, yeah,
and
do
then
it
got
quick.
it. Yeah.
Sure, I know it's a little nervy, and the points on this, the more advanced the car gets, the more complicated they get, and
One little thing.
one little tiny like spot on the very front, and it's like in this. We'll get it kind of advanced here, but it's in the switch box on the front, so you have to open up the switch box to get in there. It doesn't look like a normal battery. I mean, they make it so complicated. My wife's old Ford Escape, the battery was like underneath the front windshield. So you had to take apart half the unit just to swip the battery out. They make it hard on you because they don't want you to do the work.
Right.
They want you to bring it into the shop, even though if it's like replacing a battery, that's a YouTube thing. You
Yeah.
watch that on YouTube and you learn how
Yeah.
to do it. But no, they don't want you to.
You just reminded me. I'm going to go home and make sure to find jumper cables because my car is older.
Yeah.
I need to be able to sure to have it.
Throw them in the
I've got some-
trunk.
yeah.
So tomorrow morning, going to be just as cold as this morning. We got down to 4, I think. And I was looking this upcoming weekend. Saturday morning, 0 maybe.
Mhm.
So we got some cold weather coming. Whew.
Especially if you or your significant other is the one doing all the driving over
Right.
the weekend. Well, good luck with that. But
Yeah, we'll
yikes.
see. Again, I think everything should be paid for. I'm planning on walking into that place
Should.
and say, fix my car, and I'm going to walk out without paying a dime.
And hopefully, they may just say, "Oh, we just had to reset the lights or reset the system."
Sure.
When they plug it in and tell you
guess.
no more engine light or whatever.
Watch, I can't leave work because I'm.
When you have a light that comes up on your dashboard, do you Google it or check the actual manual?
Oh gosh, I Google it for sure.
I have no idea. Something will pop up and I'm like, what? Or it's like, this system is off. And I'll automatically assume, okay, the cameras, it's not snowing, it's not ice. Like, what is it?
Yeah.
Did my knee hit something? And I always just pull up YouTube and there's some rando guy with 20,000 views on a 25-second clip
Yeah,
that says, this is it.
this is how you do it.
Versus like opening, I don't think I've ever opened the manual.
In
the glove
have
box.
occasionally. There's been a couple of times with like child safety things.
There's a giant jinx building up somewhere in
I
here
know,
with this. Good luck with that. It was well, prior to that, it was fun watching all the football yesterday.
Football's great.
It was awesome. Your Broncos won. The Bills Bengals, sitting there watching this game.
Yes.
And Cincy is just, I'm like, they're just going to dominate this. Like, they're just totally in control for like much of the game.
Burrow looked fantastic. He was
did.
hitting all his targets, making some really great throws, and the broadcasters kept being like, "The Cincinnati Bengals always beat the Bills." They kept like kind of like dropping those in there. By the way, the Bills always have trouble beating the Bengals.
I know. It was a lot of fun. They eventually came back and won with those back-to-back interceptions, which changed everything. And we'll have more about that with
Huge.
that in a second. First off, how about these seats?
Look at those.
you see
seats.
this. Look at this. So 11-yard line, probably 10 rows up.
Yeah.
It's my father-in-law, my brother-in-law. They're family. They went. So weeks ago, I told you they said for Frank, my father-in-law, for his Christmas gift, they got him Bengals Bills tickets because my brother-in-law's a huge Cincinnati fan.
Yeah.
And this was one that came up and was like, I probably wouldn't have gone, but I wanted to be invited. Just ask the question. I actually looked yesterday morning at the tickets because they got down to below 100 to be 200 level, like not just like row 30 and the 300. And I was like, I'll take Brooklyn, be fun. But I saw it was really going to be like snowing the whole time. It wasn't that cold, but and it was a fun game. And then I wanted to see, when I was talking to them over the weekend, they were like, I was like, where are your tickets? They said, oh, we're 109 or something. Yeah. I was like, you're lower bowl.
That's really good.
And then look at this. It was fun.
That's great.
It was awesome. And seeing that the Bills did get the win. Who else was there for us was Thad Brown.
Deion Dawkins joked after the game that maybe Joe Brady and Josh Allen have a secret code, maybe whispering to Josh, do what you do, and Allen knows that's the time to make magic happen. Allen was amazing. A touchdown on the ground, 3 more through the air, and a game-finishing scramble on 3rd and 15. But a lot of that success was built on exploiting a weakness in the Bengals' defense. They just don't cover tight ends well, and the Bills' tight end group had over 140 yards receiving and 2 scores. It all helped author one of the great memories, perhaps the last one this fine stadium will ever host.
It's awesome, and especially with those tight ends. They do such an amazing job in the run game. They don't get a lot of love and a lot of praise, but they got their opportunities tonight and they made the most of them, and we're going to need that going forward.
They showed up and did their damn thing. What Dawson have, like 6 for 90 plus or something like that. Hall's getting the end zone, Dalton getting the end zone. Critical moments, just big plays, and just doing their job, especially in the run game. They did their job in the run game, blocking everything, and it came back tenfold for them.
It's awesome. It's the same thing when you're out there in 13 personnel and you look around and it's Doss, Jack, Reggie, and you're all out there together. So when you have success, obviously as a team we're all pretty selfless, but in that room in particular, it's fun.
About this year, some of the games we've had at home with the opener, this one, there's been so many great games, and to be part of this rich history that is Highmark and Ralph Wilson Stadium is awesome.
It's just special to be a part of it. It really is, and certainly, I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to the new stadium. I understand that, but let's not rush to get over there. I think it's special to be here and enjoy these last few moments that we all have together in here.
Dawkins also seemed quite satisfied to talk about how good the Joe Brady game plan was against the Bengals. Not long after fans and some media were talking about the potential of Brady needing to be fired. Dawkins said, quote, "They try to kill you. They try to destroy you. And then beautiful plays happen, and now it's flipped." Inside the Buffalo Huddle in Orchard Park, I'm Thad Brown.
It was fun. I love that. The Ralph before they go, and New Era Field before that, and Highmark as well.
I had to explain to Iran how the new turf will be heated.
It will.
So that
I
will
actually
prevent from snowfall.
I saw a video from Mile High Stadium for your Broncos. They're renowned for having one of the best fields year round in those conditions. And they had the sun lamps on, and it was just melting the snow going through. And with the heated field, you can really take off. It's why whenever they're in Green Bay, they've got great field warming tech to keep it pretty well. And then in the new stadium, unlike where the Bills play now, it's built like a European soccer stadium because they get so much rain that the roof will cover just about everybody. Yeah. Not the field, but fans aren't going to be digging out from snow when they go to sit down.
Could be snowing.
Yeah.
It'll still snow. You'll still have that reduced visibility, but you won't, I just love that. The close-up shots of Burrow and Allen and stuff, and there's just the pounding snow in front of it. I just love it.
And you can see the degree of difficulty was there. So every pass, something's taking off of. They're kind of lobbing a lot more of them. Guys don't exactly know how to run in the snow.
Slower. It's usually advantage offense in these kind of games because the offense knows where they're going. Right, exactly. And the defense is they're still playing catch up.
A lot of fans going to experience it for the last time, maybe, and what a game for them as they spoke about that outside the stadium.
This is the exact experience we wanted. I wanted a snow game. I want the full experience in the last stadium before we go to the new one.
Seeing that new one across the way and knowing that we're going to go and we're going to get a Super Bowl in that sucker. But we're going to win a Super Bowl. I know we will this year in Highmark, our last year. And then we're going to go over there and we are going to shine, baby. We're going to shine.
Woo! That hat was sparkling.
That was awesome. Can let's see that head again? Let me see if I can play
That hat is, I think it literally has electronics in it.
This is the exact
It's
experience we
flashing.
wanted. I was like, I wanted a
Wait for
snow
it.
game. I want
This
the full
guy,
experience in the last
nice,
stadium
measured.
before we go to
Yeah,
the new one.
just
There
Man,
with
we
his
want to cross
partner.
away and knowing that we're going to go and we're going to get a Super Bowl in that
flashing.
sucker. But
How
we're
about
going to
that?
win a Super Bowl. I know
Well, I
we
don't think
will
they'll ever
this
host a
year
Super
in Highmark, our last year. And then we're going to go over there and we are going to shine, baby. We're going to shine.
And also, I don't think you're going to be able to get home field advantage, but
No. They're a little farther down, but some more breathing room, and I'll
Yes.
pull that up here. I do have the playoff picture. Let me fade that. There we go.
Chiefs lose.
Bills up to the 5th. So the Chiefs, they're probably not going to make the playoffs now.
Very
after
unlikely.
that loss.
Extremely outside chance.
Yeah. The Bills go to New England Sunday. Big game. If New England wins that, they get the division. Even if Buffalo wins that one, they still need some other help. So the Bills have Pats at Browns, and then I think it's Eagles and Jets. And that Jets game, whenever they schedule it, will be the final one at Highmark Stadium. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
It's wrapping it up.
Winding down. It
Kissing
is.
that stadium goodbye.
Speaking of kissing and Travis Kelce, more about that with Taylor Swift and a new comic book as we continue on the podcast, making it through on this sickly Monday morning. Back here on the podcast, got about 5 minutes or so to go on this Monday for a second cup of sunrise. I'm Brennan. He's James. We're at like 62%, maybe. I might be less than that, health-wise.
Yeah, sure.
51
Just
might
over-
be pushing
just
it.
over half, yeah.
Just over half.
Right
just
around
over
there,
half. All right, let's get into this. And how about these images from a new comic book on Taylor Swift? This will be covering her relationship with Travis Kelce. So it's called Fame, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, a love story. How about that for the title? It covers their first meeting to their engagement. Now, a portion of the sales will go to charity, going to a humane society that they picked. It will be released Saturday, which is Swift's birthday as well, seeing them in cartoon form. His big thing was the Taylor Swift bracelets. He was trying to get his number on them or some way to get them to her. And it was like kind of a fun thing of just some celebrity in another sport and another industry trying to meet it, and then worked out for them. And they just move on along.
It really has. It has just totally catapulted into stardom. And last year, they had the magic. It was the hype around her going to the Super Bowl and everything was big. But this year, Kelce not doing so well.
Nope.
1 catch for 8 yards last night.
He'll have some more time to plan the wedding. They have the date and the venue. I saw this story over the weekend. So this will be June 13th. And that's the Superstar's lucky number, 13. It's going to be at a Victorian-style hotel in Rhode Island called the Ocean House on Watch Hill. They've spent plenty of time over there. There was some rumor that when they were picking the date, obviously less than a year, that it was already booked. And that Taylor bought off whoever else had it. TMZ came out with a different article saying, no, it wasn't the case. But I would, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Name your price.
It's, you either take the price or it's just not going to happen. All of a sudden, unforeseen circumstances, your wedding date's going to get moved.
Just gets kicked out. Wow.
Going to get moved on that.
Yeah, happy for them. I'm sure it will be fancy. Do you keep the stash for the wedding?
He has to.
You got to, right? I mean, I
You
feel
can't
like
bust out some full new look.
That's been his signature look. I had a mustache for my daughter's first professional photos because I was on leave, right? So I was able to not shave my face. So I did like a good old goatee for it.
It's red.
My wife is not happy about it because we got these pictures on the wall, and I'm like rocking like a full red goatee. Oh, and I'm like, look, I could never grow this. I wanted to keep it. So now it's set forever cemented on our wall that I was able to grow.
It's so good. You got to bring it back. It used to be, if you were on TV, you can't have facial hair. It was like the New York Yankees. Like you just couldn't.
Right.
And then Wolf Blitzer does it for CNN, probably the first one to really have a beard for that long.
Yeah.
And other people did it, and then, in recent years it just changed.
Yeah.
I started doing it when I was here. when I was at Channel 10, then I've done it here. And I used to do just November, and then it was like November to December. And then I went to Labor Day to Memorial Day, which is usually about when I do. But I'm reaching the point where I'm over it.
Really?
I want to just clean shave it and do
done
it.
it.
The girls are saying, do it.
Really?
And Stephanie's like, no, I love it.
Oh, interesting.
And so I'm like, well, who do I make happy?
How do you keep it the same length?
There's one setting on my trimmer, and once a week, I'll do that.
Okay. And then every other day you do under here?
Yep. And so like Saturday or Sunday, I get it back to one length, and then by Friday, it's a little bit longer. I get some gray hairs going. I'm not going to dye it or do anything like that.
Oh, yeah. Just touch of gray.
Yeah, touch of gray. Have that. I did just Google. I forgot the last time I saw Travis Kelce without
Oh, that's funny.
facial hair. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see it. It's been a bit.
Yeah, he's always had like some sort of
Had something.
there.
Speaking of being manly, apparently, when's the last time you had a good root beer?
Oh boy, here we go.
Look at this. This is not safe for work for some of you when you see this. It's called Daddy's Home Cologne, a limited run from Mug Root Beer. So it's the drink company, obviously, first ever cologne. It's a limited edition scent that features notes of cedar, sandalwood, vanilla, and caramel. Starting tomorrow, fans can get hands on a 10-pack of Mug Root Beer in mini cans and the cologne that will come with it on Mug's TikTok shop for $15. Not bad. There will be a limited run of 200 bottles exclusively having the Mug's mascot dog on the cap.
Wow.
Do you wear cologne?
I do like one spray in the morning usually.
I do like one spray as well.
But you can really barely notice. I mean, especially if you're the one doing the spray.
Yeah.
You can barely notice it. But
There are some people, when they walk around this building, I know who's here
yes.
because I can tell.
Right.
I'm not going
right.
to call him out.
No, we
right
won't
now.
name names, but
no.
this guy, where did they find him?
I
Is
don't
he
know.
like a
but
TikTok
he's
star? or
great.
something?
He fits right into this, hugging this pup and the cutoff on the shirt, the gyrations, and the whole daddy's home
Yeah,
thing.
Daddy's Home. Root beer was my go-to when I was a kid.
It is
Loved
classic.
it. It was. I never was a Coke or Pepsi. I went from Sprite, probably like when I first was allowed to drink soda, to like 11 or 12, and then from there it was root beer. If root beer was an option, I would go to it.
I wasn't a big mug one, but Barks,
Barks
glass
was good.
bottle, blue on the side.
Yes.
It was big growing up in Mississippi. We'd go to these gas stations or wherever have these. There's one place back home and they do shrimp po' boys, and you get that, like the paper or the parchment, whatever it's wrapped up in.
Yeah.
And you sit down and then just a glass bottle of that root beer. Nothing better.
So fresh.
Nothing
Yeah, we
better.
had some Barks around here. I had it occasionally. There's a slight sidebar of just like drinking special cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
On Saturdays, I go to the Parrington Wegmans usually, and they almost always have free beer samples.
Yeah.
So I go there and chat with the guy, Matt, that he actually went to Brighton. So we've got the
So you
connection.
know him,
We always
yeah.
BS for 10 minutes
Yeah.
drinking a beer in the middle. And Mason was like, "Can I have some?"
Oh.
And I'm like, "You can't, but you can sniff it."
Yeah.
So I let him smell it, and he's like, "Oh,
Don't have it.
He's not interested in that.
That was
It was really funny.
I think my first time when I really smelled a drink, my dad was out cutting the grass, and he used to carry around a styrofoam cup when he'd be out there this summer,
classy.
just shorts, shirt off, Mississippi
Yeah.
heat. He's doing that, and I'd be like, "What is this?" And like one day, I just picked it up, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what was that?" It's like whiskey and Coke.
Wow,
Out there,
that's an afternoon.
Yeah, just cutting the yard, and I was like, "Wow!" So that was the first experience with that kind of
Yeah,
by
you smell
mistake.
it like, oh,
yeah,
That's
and I was like, "Oh, what was that?"
It's so funny how your tastes change. You smell the smell of beer. I just remember was just awful. Like thinking, how could I ever like this stuff?
I remember
when you were a kid.
first one in college. I was like, it was like Truly. Like it was like every stereotype about it, every description about it. It was just like, right on point.
Yeah.
Right on point. We did it. I'll put this on you for one more weather. We got
Yeah.
about 30 seconds here.
Well, so we got about 2.5 over the weekend.
Yeah.
2 to 2.5, and that's at the airport. And that's with the general kind of area-wide numbers. It looked kind of like more like 1 to 2 for most spots, but 2.5 at the airport. That is going to sit there, and it's going to be real bright because we got the sunshine. Low 20s for you. Snow showers coming in tomorrow afternoon. And then Wednesday, that's your warm-up. After that, day after day after day, below freezing.
Below freezing on that. Don't know who will see you at noon. We'll see you tomorrow,
Right.
though. We'll be around
We'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, stay warm, everybody.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.